fatty bomb. Oh my god, you have no resins. Okay, chat, this is gonna be our last account review. And I believe this is a more relatable account review because he does identify that he has every single character at E6 S5. Oh wait, not so much that I have all okay, so some E6 S5, but he is a whale with Nimeko, Silver Wolf, Elation Slot, as well as Mimo Slot. My slogan of playing HSR, if I like a character, I spend more on her. So you don't like guys then. It's only for her, right? I would like to pull for Nihilux or Sobin, but my biggest problem right now are my relics. Min-maxing relics to get perfect stat spread is a pain. Any advice on how to get good relics with better stat spread for exactly 200 speed or 100% crit rate exactly? Bro, let me show you an example of a unit that I would say has a really good stat spread, right? I'm not sure who this account is from. Oh wait, it's mine. My other problem for Nimeko is which team would you recommend? Thank you for being inside of my account. I will be inside of you right now, by the way. Right now. Right, let's take a peek. Alright, let's take a peek. Alright, I am now inside of you. Pondering. Lumina with no bio. Wow! Okay, this is definitely not a light spender. Damn! Okay, this is definitely not a light spender. Yeah, this is definitely not a light spender. Holy shit. Oh, is that hee-hee? Ah, it's a little hee-hee, right? Okay, what do you have for this particular buckle, right? Oh! Bro has E6 Nimeko and he... Okay, to be fair, E6 well doesn't really do too much. Alright, this is kind of useless since it doesn't really do that much damage. So, yeah, it's fine, right? The big boy is this. And then again, this gives you a little bit more ultimate multipliers, but that's gonna be... ooh, okay. Relatable. That's very relatable. I think that's fine. Eva Densi. Really high cost Evanesia as well as Yao Yao. Okay. You have every single physical character at E2. I guess you could say he likes to keep things physical. Subscribe. Wow, that's gonna be an E3 right there, which is really nice, right? E0 hee. E0 S1 hee. You might as well just dump her, bro. Alright, and then we do have an E2 Dahlia, E2 Fly. Okay. Oh, the strongest E6 DPS support sustained range melee Lee Sin jungler in the entire Goril for now, chat. For now, bro, this looks absolutely insane, right? This legitimately is insane for now. Holy shit, when Sobin comes out, that E6 is genuine. Oh, wait, you're a Will, right? You asked me for pulling advice, right? My genuine pulling advice, if you like to pull for a unit, get E6 Sobin. I legitimately think whoever made E6 Sobin is like, oh my god, can we get through the beta of this version and just make sure that nobody ever notices and nobody gives a shit about E6? Okay, then nobody actually noticed. That way gave the stamp of approval when he was like hung over as fuck, because there's no way that E6 actually is gonna be the E6, bro. But if it actually does turn out to be the E6, I would say that E6 Sobin is gonna change. Okay, if this was math, bro, that shit gonna be coke in-game, right? So that was just my personal advice, right? In-game. Then we do have the E2 Avalon. That's very nice. That's very. Oh, we do have another E6 Acheron, right? There's a E2 Fatty Bomb. That's a great choice, by the way. That is a great choice. That is genuinely a great choice, right? I don't think I have really seen a better choice coming from an account over than I have just witnessed, but that is an exceptional choice, right? A splendid choice. The best choice they can ever make for any unit in the entire game. Absolutely fucking excellent.
The greatest Fei Xiao agenda pusher that has ever lived.
Okay. Yep. Ooh, oh, okay. Yep. Okay, at this point, just kill that boy. Right, just kill that boy. Right, she's done. Alright, this is okay. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Wait, how many E6 does bro have, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E2 Aventuring is crazy, bro. Okay, but 5 E6. Okay, I'm not gonna count Baidu, but that is in fact 6. Okay, but she's free, right? She's kind of free. So I'm gonna assume this is in fact 5 different E6s that are gonna be of the limited value, right? And the other units are just kind of just there for fun. I'm assuming from going for so many pools. Do you believe that an account with 5 E6? Okay, you know, I feel like 5 E6 is probably around the whale territory. Because it really depends on how tight-knit do you manage to get these E6s in a short span of time. So, like, for example, if I just see, like, let's just say an E6 Jingliu with an E6 Evanesia, it might not be a whale because they are timed very, very far apart, right? But you do have 4 different E6 and 2 of them are always very close to one another. For example, E6 Nimeko and E6 Silverwolf 99 means you basically got both of these E6 in the same banner with an E2 Yao Yao and E2 Evanesia, and you still have enough cost to go for this on top of that E6 Cyrene, right? So I think all this combined is a really, really good amount of spending that I can classify this as the whale caliber. Do you get an S5 though? Wow. Absolutely insane. Okay. Do you E6 S5 Cyrene? Wow. 30 speed buff. 30% speed buff. How are her stats at this point? 199.99999. That is really, really good. Okay, not even gonna lie. For S5, I think this build is not that crazy. I'm not even being an elitist, but I would actually expect this to be like way better since, yeah, probably like lesser crit damage and more crit rate. But we'll get there eventually. This is S5 as well. God damn. Ooh. Okay, not even gonna lie, bro. S5 Fei Xiao is also a crazy like one, by the way. This is 50 crit value with 78% defense ignore, bro. This is 78% defense ignore. But unfortunately for Fei Xiao's S5 is that if you do get her S5 also insane dice, you are gonna face defense down overstacking very, very quickly with Asheville and Blade. So it's like, the only reason why you even get this is for the crit rate, which I feel it's a little bit wasteful. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Oh, please don't give the god of all DPS a dog shit set like this, bro. Okay, I will look at your stats a little bit later, but that is gonna be another S5. This is S1. S5. 30 speed. Damn. Alright, very, very good, right? Let's take a look at the builds right here. Right, 142 speed with 80% crit rate. Please, for the love of God, change this to attack. Alright, I'm not sure who told you to use speed. Please use attack. This crit rate is a little bit low, so let's bring this up a little bit more. Holy. Okay, bro has really, really good gears. Kind of. Okay, this is really bad. This is really bad. Can we get like a better one? You know what? I feel that you wouldn't mind if I save your account right now, right? Like, this is really good though. Yo, this is really good. Okay, you have like a good amount, right? Like a good amount. Right, like a good amount. Chat, how could we go wrong, guys? How could we go wrong? We can't go wrong, bro. Unless it goes all in speed. Okay, this is not going too well. Let's just not use that anymore. Okay, wait. Bro, I gotta save you, chat. Alright, I gotta save you. Bro. I mean, it's not bad. Alright, it's not bad. Just need a bit more crit rate. Okay. One more crit rate. Okay, like, come on. Come with me, chat. Come with me. Come with me right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Why can't I get any crit rate on this stupid ass piece of shit, bro? Okay. Okay, just give me one more crit rate. Can we really not have a single fucker with 2 crit rate? There's a high roll. Oh my god, witness 3 roll crit rate. I feel like this is still good. This is still good, right? This is still good. This is still good. This is still good. Okay, I will unironically run this just to bring up our crit rate. Crit rate is so good for Nemiko, because the thing is, you get a lot of crit damage and all that in battle anyways, and no one else in this team is gonna be able to buff your crit rate. And honestly, who the actual fuck cares about crit damage? We're in the power of D6, bro, right? So I would always go for crit rate just for consistency, unless you want to go RMC for the 10%. But I wouldn't, because you're probably going to be pulling for E6 Sobin. So I'll just go for this and make it be done then, right? So that's going to be done. Well, Yang on 171. Do you have Eagle 4-piece? Oh, you don't farm Eagle 4-piece. I personally, I mean like it's okay, right? Because you're already a whale, so you don't really need Eagle 4-piece. But I would always farm Eagle 4-piece, because Eagle 4-piece is the greatest thing that ever happened to Honkai Star. Bro, Eagle 4-piece, S5 DDD, and 2-piece on whack. You could be a peasant, you could be a king, you could be a free-to-play, you could be a casual. Everyone can make use of Eagle DDD Vonwell. So I would always just keep farming that no matter what, right? And it's really just not that difficult, right? I think Emblade is okay. E0, S0, Emblade is a little bit... Okay, I'll probably consider changing the HP main stat because your HP main is a little bit low. So let's just get a HP. DHPT, maybe a bit more speed. Evidence's crit rate is really fucking low. So I would definitely want way more crit rate on Evidence. Yao speed is really low as well. Please stop using Luxaga for Yao, bro. Who the hell is still using Luxaga for Yao? Like, have we not seen enough, right? Have we not seen? Just run this and you're over and done with. Super straightforward. And then this is gonna be G. Phynon is... What the f is that Phynon, by the way? Bro, do you just hate, bro? Bro hates, bro. What is that Phynon, bro? Is that +0 hate, piece? Okay, if you hate Phynon, then, yeah, it is what it is, right? So I'm not gonna talk too much, so we just kill that boy. This is a Bobbin. I will just change... I don't think you ever use Bobbin ever again, so... Especially not after Sobin. Okay, if you want to kill Sparksy, I think this is completely valid. Yo, someone ping Mike SP, right? Yeah, unfortunately, Sparksy is just a homeless writer, so the moment you pull for Pro as well as Helix, I don't think I'm gonna ever see her being in play ever again, so that's gonna be chill. Dahlia is gonna be okay. This is E1. E2, okay, completely fine with a E2 girlfriend. I think this Firefly speed might be a bit slow, so I prefer if this is a bit faster, so that's gonna be fine. Lingsha is really, really slow here. Also, just go for a little bit more of the energy. Okay, I really want to take a look into this Cyrene, because it is a E6 S5 Cyrene, but to my experience, I am pretty sure with an S5, your crit rate should be substantially higher. So something's definitely missing here. Okay, this is really sus. So I'll try to go for a little bit more crit rate over here. This is okay, like Cyrene with HP main, it's really not that crazy. I guess you could say you're flexing your substats, right? 36 effective substats, but like I don't really care too much about a HP percent on Cyrene. Always going for more crit rate if that is gonna be possible, which you clearly do not have any, so it is what it is. This is fine. I think this is fine. It's okay. It's not bad. This is, I guess it's also okay, because it do got the 2-roll crit rate. Oh, this is crazy, right? This is absolutely insane. This is okay. This is okay. Yeah, this is okay. I would just try to see a little bit more crit rate at 50% crit, because Cyrene herself, especially at E6, do stupid fucking amounts of damage. So I'll just try to bring the crit up a little bit higher, and that would be ideal. Evernight, I would not run a speed boost build at this point anymore. You can just go for a HP percent with ice damage, HP as well as crit. So just change this to HP percent, and your Evernight should be dealing way more damage. Also, this crit rate is also looking a little bit homeless. Yeah, okay, this guy's gear is like not that good, which I guess is exactly the problem he's facing. If you want, you could dump more stamina into farming 4-piece deliver, just because both your Cyrene as well as Evernight can make use of the 4-piece deliver. As a matter of fact, do you have resins? Oh my god, you have no resins. Where do your resins go? I don't really know where did bro's relic management go, but I think that is very little, considering you are considered a whale. So maybe we do want to farm it a little bit more in that sense. Acheron is gonna be E6 S5. I think this crit damage is slightly low, and you have way too much crit rate, so you might want to consider dropping this to a crit damage main. So that's gonna be that. Higher scene is okay, right? This is okay. It's manageable, nothing too crazy. You really have the E2, so you can just fix your problem with money. That's great. Okay, this face shell is absolutely fucking unacceptable, but because you are an E6 S5 user, it is what it is, right? But if you do love face shell, please just give her 4-piece eagle, right? If you, any face shell mains out there should only be running 4-piece eagle, never anything else but. So just go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'll be very upset. Then Hue is okay with Luxaga. Speed is a little bit slow. S2. S2 is absolutely insane. Please use share feeding, so that's gonna be done. This is a dead unit. This is a dead unit. Oh my god, that is really bad. Okay, Casters is, oh boy. Okay, chat, legitimately, right? I think for the past 1 year, of me doing account reviews, half of the casters that came into account review, they keep running quantum damage boost. I have no idea who started the narrative. You run quantum damage percent on the casters, but can we please just run a HP main, because it literally generates you more new butt to charge your dragon faster, on top of giving you better scaling for the entire fucking team. All right, so just stop using quantum damage boost. Get me this clip so that everyone can just collectively, as a casters main community, use HP mains. That thank you for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, yo, help me get a clip, right? Help me get a clip. Please stop running quantum damage. I've legitimately seen this so many times. It's driving me insane, right? So just run HP, right? That's really good. That's very nice. Oh my goodness. Okay, I legitimately don't know why bro's builds are so bad. They are so bad. They are genuinely so bad. But because we do have the power... Okay, I guess Triby doesn't even need to be in play anymore because you do have a better Triby called a Big Mimi, right? You have Big Mimi, so you'll never use Triby ever again. Yeah, this is just not too good. Sparkle... What if 46% crit rate? Okay, if this doesn't show me 10 speed... Brother... What is going on, my man? Oh my god. What is... Bro, you literally rather give Sunday the crit damage main instead of Sparkle, bro. What is actually... Okay, yeah, just change this to Ego and Luxiaga. Alright, at least you have an S5 DDD here. Holy shit, that is a lot of DDDs. Let me do you a solid. Alright, let me do you a solid. Wait, chat. Let me just do you a solid. That's 1. And that's 2. That is looking a lot better. Alright, that is looking a lot better. Level those up and you can flex. Bro, having multiple copies of DDD in HSR is not even needed, but it's like it's purely to flex. It's a flex on people. Oh my god, I can't get myself S5 DDD after playing this game for 3 years. Meanwhile, you have like S20 DDD, right? So it's purely just as a flex statement. This is absolutely beyond cooked. Okay. Okay, at least this Silver Wolf is not bad. Alright, this Silver is pretty good actually. Okay, that's good. That's good. That is okay. That is okay. That is okay. Yeah, this Silver is pretty good, right? Especially the E6, I don't think we should be having too much of an argument. Armpits. I wish this skin could be given to Hanmart 7 because it does show quite a bit of armpits right there. But yeah, generally speaking, I would say for this account, you are the definition of a pay-to-win player. You don't need any relic upgrade, right? You purely can get by this game with a complete destruction of every single endgame content using the power of E6, right? If you do have the power of E6, even if you have like the most dog shit gear on mankind, you are still able to clear every single endgame content, bar none, right? If you want me to advise you on how to be a little bit more cost efficient, right? We're not talking about the idea of can you clear endgame with full E6, you definitely can, but if you want to be more cost efficient, right? At this current moment, because you're an E6 player, right? You don't concern yourself with the opinions of free-to-plays and people that are hard stuck at E0 S0. Fuck that shit. If you want the objective craziest E6 for the craziest E6 playing experience, E6 Sobin, boom, right? That is like, I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, get E6 Sobin. You could consider waiting for Nihilux E6. I am actually not too sure if you need to go all in for Pro because your team should be way more than comfortable enough to get through with a sustainless elation clear. I'm not sure if Pro is actually the sustainers or the support, but if Pro does turn out to be a sustain, you kind of just go for like 1 or 2 costs and just for like daily AI, right? You don't want to zero cycle and just get things over and done with. So that's going to be that. You are most likely going to kill this boy the moment Nihilux comes out, if Nihilux turns out to be a support, and Pro is gonna be a sustain. So if you don't want any cost invested for Sparksy, that is completely fine. Wait for her to get a Noah Flare, maybe in the next 6 months, right? Then who knows? Then we'll see how that's gonna be. For your Mimo slot teams, you have very, very high cost of E6 Cyrene, as well as a E2 Evernite, as well as a E2 Hyacinth, as well as a E3? E3? Where is Bro again? E3 Casuals, right? Okay, for this particular Mimo slop arrangement, if you want to go crazy, right? If you want to just say, I can light my money on fire, if you want to go absolutely fucking insane, I will kill this E3 Casterus and get in an E6 Sobin So you're going to be looking at a E6 Sobin, E6 Cyrene, E2 Hyacinth, as well as a E2 Aeronite. This Aeronite's damage will go ballistic, bro. It will legitimately, I'm pretty sure this will probably be the highest damaging team in the entire game because you combine both E6 Cyrene and E6 Sobin. Right, so at this point, this is just commonly done. But obviously, it is not advisable because you are like wasting 4-5 cost worth of units for a unit that you really put for. But if you just want to enjoy the trail of the hunt, right, then you can just go straight all in for the E6 Sobin, bada boom, bada boom, right? Other than that, your lowest cost investments for a flagship is gonna be a break slop. I mean, they are not bad by any means, but if you compare this with a E6 Silver Wolf, an E6 Nemiko, and an E6 Cyrene into maybe Sobin, then your break slop is probably the one that's lagging behind. So if I had to kill one team right now, I will kill break. As a matter of fact, I'll kill Final as well, right? Because you don't really have yourself a Ceredra, so he's not going to be performing the best he possibly could be from now. Objectively speaking, the highest potential right now, right? Okay, the best team without potential, by far the best team, I feel, is going to be E6 Cyrene with E6 Sobin. Then you slap on Highs and Aeronite, that is most likely the best team. The best potential team, I feel might be the situation, is E6 Nemiko, E6 Cyrene, E6 Sobin, and then you get another E6 in version 5 or 6 where they will turn out to be an Astro Express member, and you combine that with Nemiko. So your 48 cost team might be Nemiko, Cyrene, Sobin, and whatever that V5 is going to be. I think that team will be like, I don't even know what is the potential for this team, but I see a lot of potential right here, right? I don't think your Nemiko is going to be reaching the peaks as compared to your Remembrance setup, because you do have an E0 Blade. Even well is good, but it is an E0 Blade, right? So if you maybe get an E6 Sobin, you can combine E6 Sobin with E6 Nemiko. You could still run yourself the E0 M Blade, because you're definitely not going to be running a E0 Tribute. Right, then stick this in, and then finally slap on the welt for the sustainers, right? So this could be your Nemiko setup. Everything else, I don't really think you need to worry about too much. So I'm purely talking about your dopamine hits, right? Highest damage numbers on screen to make your brain go crazy. This will be a setup I will give for Nemiko. But generally speaking, I don't think you should be worried about it too much, even if your gear is gonna be dog shit. But one rule that I personally use to improve, like for example, I believe we can all say Bob's free-to-play gears are pretty fucking crazy, right? And it is not just because we are really lucky on Bob, but it is also because we upgrade the gears in a very efficient way. So for example, I would never ever upgrade a crit gear without double crit. Especially now that you can see what is the upcoming subset. So this is dog shit, right? You will never use this. This is really good. If someone actually uses this, this is dog shit, right? I will just not even waste my relic EXP on gears like this, right? Then for support gears, anything with speed is a potential, right? So all these with no speed, you will just toss them immediately, right? Lightning damage boost maybe for Kafka, right? So I'll just keep this for Kafka. This is just dog shit, right? So any support piece without speed, it is instantly going straight to trash, right? So that's gonna be my second rule. And then my third rule is okay, unless I'm streaming where we can slam plus 15 for content, I'll do that. But I only do +3/+3/+3s when it's not for content, right? When I'm off stream. So whenever it hits the spot that you want, you can keep going. But the moment okay, like for example, this piece right here, right? Like, at the second row, if I don't see any crit damage, I'm done. It is just objectively not that good, because this is a natural 3 subset, not 4. So if you fail 2 out of the 4 rows already, it is just not going to be that good of a piece. Alright, so I will just not bother wasting any of the EXP, and hopefully with these 3 rules, you can increase your relic EXP farming efficiency to make your account have better gears in the future. But if you don't have really good gears, you have the power of money, so that's gonna be that, right? Okay, with that, I think we're gonna come into the end of this account review as well. Yo, what? How many timestamp this? The best E6 options in 2026? Question mark. Alright, thank you. I think you are on the right track all you need to do is to spend more money and get yourself E6 Sobin, and then you can flex to all of the casuals in HSR on how absolutely absurd this account is gonna be. So exclamation review to join on Discord and see how that is gonna be. And unless you really need my help, just hop on over to HSR help category, and the HSR helpers will help you with your account. Right, so word of the day, as use code pokke, up. Now, thank you.